Hello, sixth grade friends. I thought I would make a quick little recording for you to remind you what to do while I am out during our PSSA testing week. So these are instructions only for the week of April 17th through the 21st when Mrs. Love is at PSSA testing. If you are also at PAA testing on this same week, you do not even need to watch this video. All right, so if you're looking on your schedule for history class and it's not there, that is okay because it is not going to be on your schedule because Mrs. Love is not here this week. She is at PSSA testing. So you do not log into your live class session for history class. Instead, you will be doing your history class lessons on your own. All right, so you're on your own, and what that means is you're going to listen to the recordings that I have made for the lessons, and you're going to do the assignments that are in the lesson by yourself. And I strongly stress that you need to do this at the same time that you would normally come to history class. Okay, so whatever time you would normally be in history, instead of logging into class and listening to Mrs. Love give the lesson, you're going to log into the recorded lesson and listen to Mrs. Love give the lesson. All right, so here's our schedule for this week, and I try to make it easy for you. Everyone who was with me before spring break, you are going to continue on with the next lesson. You would have completed lessons 1 through 4 before spring break. So you will start on Monday with lesson number 5. And you will do lesson number 5, lesson number 6, and then lesson number 8 and 9. Okay, because there is no lesson 7. If you were away at PSSA testing before spring break, you are the purple group and you will follow the purple schedule on the calendar. You will begin with recording number 1. So you will do recording number 1, 2, 3, and 4, which are lessons 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? And then on Friday, we will all have a catch-up day. And there's a possibility that I might be back Friday. If I am back, it will be on your schedule as a live class session. If I am not back, you will just use Friday to complete any assignments that you did not finish for that week. And if you were in the red or green group, you will also complete Unit 11 quiz on Friday. Okay. So if you forget how to do this and you don't know where to go, you're going to log into your Edpuzzle account. And I have the web address down here. This is not a live link. You cannot click it, but you can type this in and copy it into your browser. If you forget your password or your login for your Edpuzzle, no worries. This is how we set them up for you. You will use your first name, the letter X, your last name, Agora. That's your user. Everybody's is set up exactly the same way in that format, and here are just a couple of examples. Everybody's password is the same. It is capital A, Agora, 1, 2, 3. You should not need a code to join my class. Everyone is already set up. If you have any problems with that, you can send me an email or you can ask. Actually, don't send me an email. If you have any problems getting logged in, ask Mrs. Fletcher because she will know how to fix it. All right, so if you're completely lost and you forget what to do, you could go to your online school history class, and I have a module that I created that's called the PSSA Testing Period Instructions. And I showed this to you a couple of weeks ago, and there's a few files I loaded in here that have all the directions for you and have your calendars. So if you're not sure what to do, you can always go there and read one of those. What you should be doing is, this is a little cut off at the top. It says you should be doing your lessons in order. If you get behind, don't skip a lesson. Finish the last lesson and then move on to the new one. That's why I've made Fridays catch-up days. In case you get behind, you can use Friday to get caught up. And just a reminder, every lesson has a graded assignment in the module, and they also have study guide questions that I've loaded in the module for each lesson, and you are required to do the chapter reading for each lesson. Friends, these chapters are so short. This is not a big deal. You can find all the assignments and then the links for the videos contained in the recordings, I'll tell you about that in a minute, in the online school history content under each lesson. So look here, I copied an example for you. This is lesson number 1. Here's your graded assignment. Here's a copy of the slides I used in class. Now this file here, video links. When you watch my recordings, I cannot put video links in the recordings. They don't work. So like if I tell you to go to a Brain Pop video, you need to go to this module and open this file to get that video link web address. I cannot put it in the recording. It doesn't work. Okay, so what I would do is before I start listening to the recording, I would go to the online module for that lesson and open this file that says video links. And then you have your study guide questions, which you can either download or print. I put 2 versions of each one in there for you. There's a PDF version and a Word version. Every lesson has these same files, exactly the same. Okay, this is just a copy of the lesson schedule. It shows you the lesson numbers and the recordings, and it shows you the chapter reading and the pages and the assignments and so forth. So that's also in the module, but I just thought I'd give you a copy here. Remember, daily graded assignments should be completed within 2 days of watching the recording. Your quiz for Unit 11 should be completed as soon as you finish Lesson 6, or you can do it on one of the catch-up Fridays. We will all come back together before we have the review and the test, so you don't need to worry about that. Everything closes on May 10th, except for the unit test, which closes on May 15th. Okay, most importantly, if you need help, please don't just not do anything. Go to one of the other teachers who are in classes that week and ask for help. They will know what to do. And that is it for my instructions. I hope you all have a great week. Please stay on track. Don't get behind. I will see you next week.